I'm guessing, I guess, I believe it's a very small and factory scale, at least inside the thunderstorm. We have had reports now of at least 10 commercial sized cameras in response to some of these other attacks. And that being reported, thunderstorm, and the tornado can carry it all the way into southwestern Wake County. Mike?
Okay, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Franklin, Nash, and northern Wake County until 4:15. Likely out of this cell as it races off towards the northeast. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead channel on the phone to see if something's really important. There's a witness in Wake County. Whenever you're ready to let us on the phone right now is a witness, a truck driver actually, Ed Ford. You're driving through Wake County, it's Ford, thanks for your time. Tell us what you're seeing out there.
Well, I can't get to the road because I'm not home. Stuff on the top. Those over there is it's just a mess right now.
So, did you say the low,
Is
this the grocery store or the hardware store?
It's Lowe's Home Improvement.
So Mr. Horn telling us on the ground in Lee County that the Lowe's Home Improvement store in Sanford is destroyed. Mr. Horn, we appreciate the time. We will definitely check back with you in a little while. And stay safe out there. We want to bring it back to Raleigh now and get to our Chad Raleigh, who is on top of the RBC Center building in downtown Raleigh. Chad, fill us in, and I know you're way up there.
Yeah, on the top floor of the RBC Plaza downtown Raleigh. This is the storm you're talking about back in the area back to the south of Raleigh. Lights going off, heavy lights you can see. Heading toward car to your left, Holly Springs straight ahead, and then carry off to your right a little bit. Just a black dot. You can see the wind, the lightning is the first here, and there's just this clouds and hanging. Right now, there's no rain here. We've got a squall of rain that's lingering at this moment. But right now, that section right there is where the majority is black. It's really dark clouds that down to the ground. And like I said, massive lightning, thunder, and it looks rough back in that Valley Springs and back towards Lee County.
All right, Chad, you be safe on top of that building. We appreciate the update. Really quickly, before we send it back to Mike, for our golfing viewers, we want to let you know that if you're tuning into the Texas Open, you can get that coverage in Time Warner Cable Channel 106 or over the air at 5.2. Again, if you're tuning in to the Texas Open here in WREO, we moved that to WREO 2. You can find it on Time Warner Cable 106 over the air at 5.2. As Mike and Nate have been alluding to all afternoon, we're talking all of Wake County now. We all need to brace for this.
It is a bad storm. And you were telling us about the Lowe's Home Improvement store that was demolished in Sanford, reporting orange.
Apparently he's been stuck in that area because he's a trucker. He's not really looking at the road. And he says when he looks over to his left or his right side, he looked at the Lowe's Home Improvement store in Sanford. He says it's completely demolished.
Well, the storm that we're looking at now on the Blue Doppler 5000 radar is the one that produced that damage in Sanford. It is in Wake County right now. We've had reports of debris in the air, roofing material over Apex, so it is likely either it's on the ground or maybe just a funnel, but just the signature that we're seeing is and we are actually in line to have the tornado to move close to our facility here. Now, I will stop this and show the latest. What we're looking at right now, this is the area that the rotation would be showing up. And I want to zoom into there right now. And let me take that telestration off. Okay, so we're talking about Penny Road And
Yeah, I know, Jay.
let me get really hyper specific, so to speak, with the roads that we're looking at. There's Penny Road. That is Laney Franks Road. And we're starting to get heavy rainfall here at the WRL studios. Right here, that should be Graham Newton Road, and Bells Lake Road is adjacent to that to the south. So what we're looking at is this vicinity here. So if you're living in Faze Road, let me take that off, Faze Road, there's Holly Springs Road. This road is Yates Mill Pond Road. This is where we're seeing the rotation. If there's a tornado on the ground, it is in this area right now. So if I widen out the view, here's Raleigh. It is heading towards downtown Raleigh, moving to the northeast rapidly at about 60 miles per hour. You need to take shelter now. Likely a tornado on the ground. It has produced damage. It will be moving right over the station shortly. Let's
6.
okay, Nate's got a storm track on Weather 6, so let's take a look at that.
So the storm, this area of circulation we're concerned about is just to the west of Penny Road, the intersection with Holly Springs Road there, Kildare Farm, just to the southwest of downtown Raleigh. And you can see some of the communities that are going to be affected. The Westover area, which is near NC State, Carter Finley, the Carter Finley Stadium area, Hayes Barton at 352. Millbrook at 357, New Hope at 357, and Bayleaf and Six Forks just after 4 o'clock. This storm has a history of doing major damage to sturdy structures. Now, we do not have a spotter confirmation of this being on the ground, but every indication we've got from the radar is that there's still something kicking up debris with this, either strong winds or a tornado on the ground in this area. So if you live in any of this area southwest of Raleigh between Holly Springs and the Interstate 40, or what used to be called the Outer Belt Line on the south side of Raleigh, you need to take shelter from this thunderstorm immediately. Go get to the lowest level of your home, stay away from windows, get into a bathroom, and ride out the storm there. And again, what we're looking at is this hook shape indicating that we've got the winds blowing in a circular fashion like a tornado, but also this area here, right where I have Penny Road marked, is a suggestion that we may have some debris still in the air. We've had reports of debris falling out of the air from this storm upwards to 5 to 10 miles away from this area. So areas to the southwest of Raleigh, southwest of the Interstate 440 Beltline, you need to be taking shelter. And folks in downtown Raleigh and West Raleigh, you are next with us. You need to be in your safe place. Mike?
Hey, Nate, 911 reported there was a tornado on the ground in Holly Springs, so there is a tornado on the ground with this. So we are treating this as if there was an actual tornado on the ground. Moving through the Macedonia community right now, if you go there, you see on the Dual Doppler 5000, we've got the Outer Beltline, I-40 here. There is Lake Wheeler Road, Lake Johnson, or Lake Wheeler right about here. There's US Highway 70, there's Avon Ferry Road and Western Boulevard, where you see those intersect. That's where WRL is located, and of course right here is downtown Raleigh. Now, it was 2 years ago that Greg and I were on the air in May, and we had the signature of a tornado move across Cary and Western Boulevard over downtown Raleigh. It did not produce a tornado, and we always wondered what would have happened if the tornado actually touched on the ground. And I'm sad to think that if the tornado actually was on the ground, what kind of damage it could do. But it is heading into a highly populated area. If you're listening on the radio to Mix 101.5, you need to stay away from downtown Raleigh. Do not go to downtown Raleigh. Stay away from Garner. If you're thinking about heading into Garner, to Raleigh, to Hayes Barton, to the Carter Finley area, if you're thinking about heading to points northward, eventually up Capitol Boulevard, you need to turn around and stay out of this area because the storm is moving rapidly to the north and east, and will be moving over downtown Raleigh.